Okay guys, welcome back to another one here on the channel. I like to do these every so often. I did it when I was in the Clio group and then the Fiesta group. I asked my Instagram the other day, send me some photos of your car and I will react to them on my channel. So this is what you're here to see. No particular order, well it is a particular order. It's whatever order people sent me the cars in. So the first car is the first person who sent it in. Your car might be in this one, it might be in the next one, because I did have to split it into two parts. So first things first, thank you for all the support. Like, you guys blew up my phone. It was quite cool to see. Without further ado, let's crack on. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. I'm going to try and be as honest as I can. At the end of the day, the car is yours, so you have to be happy with it. With all that being said, the first car is sent in from my good friend Jamal. I'm also going to put everyone's Instagram on the car as well, just to make it a bit easier, and if you want to go show anyone some love, you can. Jamal has been a good friend of mine for a while. I actually made the plates for this car. He's got quite a few cars like RS3, Golf R. This is his AMG GT. Absolutely incredible car. I think it's an edition one. Not really much to say. It's just as good as it gets. There's not much on the road, especially at that price point, which has that kind of road presence. It looks like a supercar. It basically is a supercar. So that's one way to start off this episode. Car number 2 was sent in by AJ440i. It is a 440i in a stunning colour. I don't know what the colour is. I've never really seen it on a BMW before. I don't think I have. If you know me, you know I like rare spec, rare colours, things like that. So I'm a big fan of this car, and obviously 440i is quite a high spec as it is. I do like the 4 Series. I'm more of a 3 Series kind of guy, but it's a cool car. There's not much to say. I think it's somewhat standard. It just looks cool. Car number 3 was sent in by Pickles the Swift. Now, I'm not a fan of the car. I'm not going to sit and pretend otherwise. As I said, the main thing is you have to be happy with the car. I think that's what makes cars so interesting. Everyone is interested in their own things, and that's what brings us all together. But no, I am not a fan of this car. It's not to my taste. I don't like the colour of it. I think it's quite hard to match with other colours like wheels or calipers or things like that. It would be quite hard to match with the colour of the car. The next one was sent in by Morgan, who's a bit of a crazy driver. I have got a couple of clips to put up on screen now. They're not of him, they're just generic clips of a ST3, which happens to be the same color. This car is sick. I think the video did all the talking, so onwards and upwards. The Polo 6R sent in his Polo 6R, of course. It's a nice color, just a gray with black wheels. Pretty safe, pretty simple, but these cars just do work. If you don't know, I almost bought a Polo GTI last year, so I am a big fan of these cars. I think they look nice. They still look quite new, considering they're approaching 10 years old now, so they do look quite cool. Now the next one is probably my favorite one. It might be the thumbnail if I didn't find another car. It is sent in by Jake Robinson. It is his Alfa Romeo Mito. He keeps begging me to buy an Alfa, and it is really tempting. This car's got carbon back seats, which is ridiculous. It just sits nice. It looks nice. I know the front end of these cars are a bit controversial because they look like a bug. Also, if I'm looking up here, it's because I've got them all on a screen. I can't think of everyone's cars. I had to have it on the screen. It is probably my favourite car of the list. I am a big fan of it, and them seats are just ridiculous. Next is that blue Twingo, and obviously it's a blue Twingo. I love these. I think the sports are called the 133 off my mind. I think the Renaults are just the best. The Clios, the Meganes, the Twingos. I do want to get back into one soon. Next is this pretty cool Mark IV, murdered out, just completely blacked out. I like it. I wouldn't have it because I like to have a bit of colour. I also don't like black wheels, but it does work on this car. I'm not going to sit and pretend otherwise. A bit basic for my taste, but I respect it. Next is a Corsa C sent in from George. He actually took a photo of our two cars parked together, which was a bit cheeky, yeah, back away from the car. B was pretty cool. I do like a good Corsa. Again, I wouldn't own one, but I can appreciate them. I think the name they get would turn me away from having one. I know I've got two Fiestas. which ain't exactly a great look, but the Corsa are just a step too far. That being said, they do look, well, they can look cool. Standard, they look a bit naff. This one looks nice. There's not much more to it. Next was sent in by Grace. It is a Kia, is it a Venga? I think it's a Kia Venga. I like the plate. I'm sure you get a lot of compliments on the plate. The car is hideous. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. It looks like just a big egg, and I'm sure it's cool. It's practical for the family. It looks like it might even have a glass roof of some sort, so it might have some good spec on it. I'm pretty sure it's your first car as well, so it's brave. It's definitely brave. Again, I like the plate. Don't see the point in the car. The next car was sent in by Caitlin. It is a Audi A1 or S1 wrapped in pink. I believe she's also got a Golf R that she's wrapping in pink. It's brave. She does OnlyFans, so hate it, love it. She's doing well. She's got a couple of cars. They all look cool. They all match, so fair play to her. Next one was sent in from Alfie. I believe it's known as a 6C. No, it's a 6R. It's literally in his name. I don't know why I said that. I like this car. It could do have been a bit more low. He was going to put it on bags, but he pussied out as far as I'm aware. I also made the plates on this car. It's just a nice car, white with pretty cool rims. It's hard to go wrong with these cars. It just, in my opinion, could do with being a bit more low. It sits nice, but there's always room for improvement. Next is a Clio. You know me, I've got a soft spot for Clios. I'm not going to sit and like pretend it's the best thing ever, because a Clio is a Clio, but it will always have a soft spot like in my heart. Like, they are just really good cars. I feel like I'm being too nice in this video. Like, I don't really not like anyone's car. I'm just genuinely giving my honest impression. Next is a Polo sent in by, I believe her name's Sarah. I'm not a fan of the stripe. I appreciate what you've done with it, and obviously it all matches like black wheels, red and black sun strip. I appreciate it. It's one of them. Would I want to be seen driving it? Probably not. But the confidence you have when you do drive it and you're posting it is quite cool, so I can respect that. And at the end of the day, if you're going to drive something that's quite out there, at least have the confidence to drive it, so I can respect that. Next is a Fiesta ST. You know I'm a big fan of these cars. He has just fitted the side skirts and splitter that I bought. I didn't actually put it on the channel, but I bought a whole low line kit for the car, and then I sold the kit because there is news coming on my ST, but that's another story. I'm a sucker for an ST3. It's got good headlights, it's got the performance pack, it's the good colour blue. What more can you ask for? Now, next is sent in by It's Not a Wrap ST. Now, I don't think his colour is a wrap. It might be his personality trait, but it is a cool colour. I'm not a fan of flipped colours. That being said, this car is really loud and really bold, so if you're going to do it properly. So in that aspect, the flip colour does work. Next is a ST Edition. If I could, I would. That's all I'm gonna say. They are beautiful. I think they're such a nice colour. Obviously quite a rare car as well, so they should hold their price well. Next car is sent in by, I believe his name's Will. It's a Golf Mark 6. I love this car. I love the colour. Stay tuned to the channel is all I will say on that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Underglow is punchy, but I think on the right cars and the right colour, it makes sense. And on this, I kind of like it. I think if I saw it in person, I might hate it. But at the photo that I'm seeing now, I like it. We've reached the end. The final car of this episode was sent in by Asbo2JZ. Now, he has supported the channel for absolutely years. So, firstly, shout out to you. It looks cool. It sounds cool. It's just a big boat at the end of the day. I don't know if I'd own one, but I always appreciate seeing them around. With that being said, that is episode 1 or part 1 of the Instagram thing. So hopefully you have enjoyed. If your car wasn't in this one, it will be in the other one, I promise you. Everyone who sent in their car has been put in. Again, I was shocked with the support and the love. So thank you all for that. And hopefully I'll see you again. Cheers.